My name is Lalu Paswan, ma'am.
Lalu Prasad Yadav?
Tell me something. No, Lalu Paswan. My name is Lalu Paswan.
Okay, I was just kidding. Okay, Lalu Paswan.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about yourself, Lalu.
Ma'am, I am a teacher. I teach to the student, and I have completed already 12th class. On the basis of that, I teach to the students. And right now, I am with my students. My students are watching to you.
We don't say I teach to the students. We don't say to. We say I teach students. And my students are watching you, not watching to you. Your students are
Okay, ma'am.
watching me
Sorry.
and you teach students. Don't say sorry. It's okay. So you have
Yes,
done
ma'am.
class 12, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And have you done graduation also?
No, ma'am. I haven't done my graduation.
Where are you looking?
Ma'am, I am saying to my students that don't make a noise because audio is not coming properly. That's why I am saying to them.
You are doing this meeting in front of your students.
Yes, ma'am. Because some minutes ago I have come from the AMS. Some minutes ago I went to the AMS. From there I came only just some minutes ago, and now I have connected to you and I am talking to you. So that's why.
So you came back just a few minutes ago, and right now
Yes, ma'am.
you are there in front of your students. So what do you
Yes,
teach
ma'am.
your students? Lalu, what do you teach?
I teach them maths as well as English subject to them, ma'am.
Not to them. I teach them maths and English. There is no need to
Yes,
say
ma'am.
to them. I teach them maths and English, right?
Yes.
So do you want to do a job?
No, ma'am, I want to be the best teacher of the English in the world. So that's why I always teach to the students. And I am so much happy when I teach to the students. I am not getting a lot of money, but when I teach to the students at that time, I become so much happy. And that is more for me.
Okay. So when you teach students, you become so happy. You want to be the best English teacher in the world. And whenever
Yes,
you
ma'am.
teach the students, in spite of getting less money, you become very happy. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You like to
Okay,
teach them and you love these children.
thank you so much. You are talking to me because I have been continuously messaging to you on Instagram as well as on YouTube.
So what had happened that day?
I I don't know, ma'am, what the thing has happened that day. I did not know.
Okay.
And I live in Haryana, but basically I am from Bihar and I teach to the students. And right now also I am teaching to the students. 2, 3 students are sitting here. I am teaching to them, and while I am talking to you.
So tell me about your family also.
Ma'am, there are 2 siblings in my family, and yeah, I am the second one, and I always try to teach to the students. I have said to you.
You always try to teach students.
Yeah, ma'am. Always try to teach to students.
Teach
And
to
basically also
not teach to. You always try to teach the students.
Yeah, ma'am. Always try teach the students. And also I want to know, ma'am, I have a lot of question I am going to ask, ma'am. If the beginners who really want to improve his English, if he starts studying 15 minutes newspaper and 15 minutes speaks as well as 15 minutes listen, then can he get the fluency after 1 years, 2 years? How many years after he can get his fluency?
See, yeah, it takes 2-3 years minimum because it's a new language. Yeah, it's a new language.
Yeah.
Initially, you will have to read a lot. 15 minutes will not do. If you want quick results, then 15 minutes will not do. And looking at your level, you should read storybooks first. The English in the storybooks is easy. That will be, it will be easy for you to understand. And then when you are very comfortable with the storybooks language, then you can move on to magazines and newspapers. And you should watch English conversations every day.
Yeah, ma'am, I have been learning English since 2020. I study a lot of newspaper as well, and I watch all the contents in English, but I do not practice a lot. So these days I have started talking to the you can say tutors who are available on the YouTube. So I always try to connect with them, and I always try to speak with them. So, ma'am, whenever I have free time, at that time is I start studying a lot of newspaper as well as I listen a lot of news as well. You know, ma'am, All India Radio News.
Right, yes.
From there, yeah, ma'am. From there, I have been continuously listening the news since 2020, 2021. I have been continuously listening the news, but I do not talk with a lot of person. So that's why my fluency is not.
So you have been listening to news. It's listening to. You have been listening to news for a long time, but you have not
Yeah,
been
ma'am.
talking to a lot of people. So it's important
Yeah,
that
ma'am.
you
Yeah.
talk to a lot of people. Reading is important. And do you write also? If you start writing,
No, ma'am. Yeah,
okay.
ma'am.
I think you should talk to yourself also. That is also very helpful. You talk to yourself from morning to evening every day. Like when you get up,
Yes, ma'am.
that I have got up. Let me do some exercise. Let me now make my
Yeah, ma'am.
breakfast. I have eaten
Yeah, ma'am.
breakfast. Now let me go to my students and teach them. And now the class
Yeah,
is
ma'am.
over. What should I do now? Let me take some rest. Like that, you talk
Yeah,
to
ma'am.
yourself. And in front of mirror also you can practice.
Yeah, ma'am. So, ma'am, I want to know that when did you start your journey to learn the English and who inspired you for learning about the English? Can you tell me something, ma'am?
Actually, when I was about 9 or 10 years of age, when my
Yeah,
mom
ma'am.
she made me take tuitions from a spoken English
Yeah,
trainer.
ma'am.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
ma'am.
took tuitions
Mm.
for 2-3 months. At that time, I was just
Yeah,
8 or 9. For just 2-3 months, she taught me tenses. That's all. And after that, when I went to school, I was in class 6, and I used
yes, ma'am.
to read everything and I used to understand everything before learning the sentences and question answers. So I never used to learn any question answers without understanding them. So I used to understand the whole chapter, and that's how I started. And I started getting very good grades in English, and I used to top in class. But the speaking part, I was not comfortable in speaking because in my school, nobody used to speak in English. So I was
Yeah,
very
ma'am.
good in written English and I used to score well. But when
Yeah, ma'am.
I joined my job, later on, I
Yeah, ma'am.
became a computer teacher. So in my office,
Yeah,
it
ma'am.
was compulsory to talk in English. So I got that
Yeah, ma'am.
atmosphere there. So I was good in written
Mm.
English, but there was no atmosphere. Now here, it was compulsory to talk in English. So I was forced
Yeah.
to talk in English all day. So
Yeah,
initially it
ma'am.
was difficult, but I
Yeah.
used to, pick up some sentences from my students and from my teachers, how they are speaking, what should I say.
Yeah.
So it went on for 3 to 6 months. And after that, I became very, very comfortable talking English all day long. So now I
Yeah,
have no
ma'am.
problems. So that's how it
Yeah, ma'am.
started. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Also, yeah, ma'am. I
Yeah.
also want to say that, ma'am, earlier I used to factory, as I have said a video in that I have mentioned earlier, I used to work in the factory, but after that, because earlier when I was in my class, at that time I used to learn about the English. So when I used to work in the factory, at that time I left that job and I started learning from the English with Chandan. You know, ma'am, English with Chandan.
Yes, yes.
English with Chandan is like, yeah, because I never worship to any god. I don't believe in any god, but for me, the god is English with Chandan.
Okay.
Because of that, I have learned a lot. Yeah, ma'am. I always say to him that you are my god. I never worship to anyone. I just worship to yours.
Okay.
Because of you, I am here, and now I am teaching to the students. It's because of English with Chandan. I have watched a lot of videos of him, as well as I started practicing. I learned a grammar from him. So all these things made me realize that I can do this. And now also I study a lot of newspaper. I said some minutes ago, I study almost the Times of India, Hindustan Times, a lot of newspaper I study. So I am just want to say that English with Chandan is like my God. Whenever I some days ago I also taught with a teacher to whom also I mentioned that sir is like a God. He taught me each and everything. So, ma'am, if I want to improve my English, then I have to almost speak how many hours? Should I speak with anyone?
See, we don't say some minutes ago. We always say few minutes ago. I said this a few minutes ago.
Okay,
Okay. And
okay, ma'am.
there was one more thing which
Yeah, ma'am.
I wanted to point out, but I forgot it. Okay. So you are asking
Yeah,
whom should you talk to?
yeah, ma'am. How many hours? Because I have been continuously learning since 2020. You can say I study a lot of newspaper as well as
See,
teach
yeah,
to the
we
students as
never
well.
study a lot of newspaper. We read a lot of newspaper. You read newspaper, you don't study newspaper. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, no, no. You don't need to
So
be sorry because if I had been in your place, I would also have made mistakes. I also used to make mistakes. So it's okay. It's perfect to
yeah,
make mistakes. So see, you have confidence to speak English. Just one
Yeah.
problem is there, that you make mistakes. It happens. I also used to make mistakes. But the most important part is, there are some people who learn English, but they have no courage to speak English in front of people. But you have that courage, which is very important. So
Yeah.
the mistakes
Thank
will
you.
definitely go away with time as you keep practicing. So for practicing, there are three pillars, SLRW. So you focus on speaking, you focus on listening to conversations, and you focus on
Yeah,
writing,
ma'am.
and you focus on reading. If you are doing all four,
Yeah, ma'am.
then your English will definitely be fluent. Actually, some people take less time, some people take more time. So it doesn't
Yeah, ma'am.
matter. Everyone's journey is different. So you can't say how many years,
Yeah.
we can't exactly tell that, right? So it may take you
Yeah.
less time, it may take some other person less time. Are you watching English movies also?
No, ma'am. Whenever I watch English movie, na, at that time I start getting bored. So that's why I always try to watch all contents in English. Like also I watch a lot of blog like Mr. BMG blog is on the YouTube. I watch a lot of blog, Mr. Harriet blog. A lot of blogger are here to whom I watch.
Okay. So you are not watching any serial or movie.
No, ma'am. No, I watch blogs. A lot of blogs I watch, as well as the tutor with whom a lot of person start speaking. I also watch a lot of them.
You are working hard for last 4 years, right? So
Yeah,
should I
ma'am.
tell you the secret? The most important
Yeah,
thing
ma'am.
is to watch movies and serials only. See, in the blogs, they write normally. But in movies and
Yeah,
series, you get to see two people talking to each other. And at the end of the day,
yeah,
you
ma'am.
are learning English to talk to people, right? So when you see two
Yeah,
people
ma'am.
talking to each other, then you can understand what kind of dialogue he's saying, then what does he say. So all those things, that is the most effective way to learn English. If you subscribe to Netflix, there are some very good shows and movies that I think you will like. That is the most
Yeah,
effective way. If you stop doing other things, I'm telling you, if you stop writing, stop reading, yeah, you will have to speak to other people. But if you omit
yeah,
writing and reading, but if you just watch English movies or serials or interviews, any such thing in English with subtitles. If there is problem, you can watch
yeah.
with subtitles. That will be the most effective way. It is more effective than reading and writing. I think that is
Okay,
the
ma'am.
only thing you're lacking.
So,
I think you should do that.
yeah, yeah, ma'am. So when I watch the blog at that time, I don't get bored. But when I watch movie, na, at that time I start getting bored almost 5-10 minutes, because whenever I watch movie at that time I try to understand all the things, all the English words I try to learn from there. I try to, so that's why I start getting bored while watching the videos of movies. So that's why I always skip that, and I start watching the blog.
See, Lalu, blogs are articles written by people, right?
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But when you learn a language and when you want to talk to people, the articles will not be of any use. You want to understand the conversation. How do people converse in
Okay, ma'am.
English? How do people talk in English? That you will understand by watching movies, interviews, and serials, not by blogs. If you
Yeah,
just keep reading blogs, that will not help that much. I am telling you, because you have been doing that for 3, 4 years, and you know that is not helping
yeah, ma'am.
much. So blogs are articles.
Yeah, ma'am.
Articles, you don't need articles to talk to people, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So in my opinion, you should go for movies. There are hundreds of millions of movies. ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता that you don't will not like a single movie. It's not possible that you
yeah,
will not like any movie.
yeah,
Yeah. And or if you don't like movies, you can watch cartoons in English.
yeah.
English cartoons, English serials. You will not like anything. How is it possible? I think try
Okay,
doing
ma'am.
that, because I have seen many of my students
Yeah,
who were struggling a lot, but when they started watching movies, serials, cartoons in English with subtitles, and later on when they became comfortable, they started watching without subtitles, they became
yeah.
so much better. Their fluency improved so much, you would not believe. I think you should go for it.